Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Miss Montalvo. I am the career coach here at Salmon High School. And I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick about options that you have for when you leave high school. How many of you are looking at maybe going to work after high school? Raise your hand. Okay, you guys want to go and apply for a job after high school? Okay, we're going to talk about that today, okay? All right. So first, let me introduce you to an organization in town that you want to be familiar with. Have you ever heard of Stark? Yes? Okay, so Stark is a local organization that helps students like you get situated in jobs. So that will be one agency that you want to check in with after you leave high school, because they will help you with your resume. They'll help you with job interviews. They will try to find you places where you can work. So they're very helpful. It's a good resource to have. So I'm going to go over the steps on how to find a job through Stark, okay? All right, so first of all, Stark stands for Special Training and Resources Center. And it's a Louisiana agency that helps people with disabilities find and keep jobs. The services that they provide are free. They're no cost to you. And they work with you one-on-one, so you are not alone. They connect you with training, employers, and workplace support. Okay? Who can get help from Stark? All students with disability who are 14 years or older can start the process while still in high school. A disability could be anything like learning, ADHD, autism, any of those things that affects your ability to work. You must want to find or keep a job, and you be a Louisiana resident. Of course, we're all Louisiana residents. So that will be an opportunity for you there. Also, to sign up with Stark, you have to visit the nearest facility. I think they have a Stark office here in Slidell, I believe, and you can ask for them to help you with the vocational rehabilitation services. You will have an intake meeting with a counselor. You're going to meet with a person there. They're going to talk to you, and then they're going to go over your options and what you basically get to know you to see what would be a good fit for you. Some of those things. They will help you create an individualized plan for employment, kind of like an IEP, but this one is for employment specifically. So that would be something that they can help you with. You have to bring proof of disability if you have one, a doctor letter, a diagnosis, to kind of, show proof that you actually are in need of their services. Okay, they also offer career counseling. They help you find jobs. Like I said, they help you write resumes. They help you practice your interview. So when you go apply for a job, you interview with them first, and then you can be ready to interview with the real employers. And you can train for programs and certifications. So they also offer some training. You also have some assistive technology tools to help you with your job. Like they help you with tools with your job, and you get transportation assistance to and from work and on-the-job support. So you get all those services through Stark. That's why I want you guys to get to know them in case that you decide that you want to use their services if you want to enter the workforce. Okay. So now we're going to go, what happens after you leave high school? What do you need to do to enter the workforce?
Hey, you just graduated? No more IEPs, no more teachers reminding you of deadlines. From here on out, it's just you, in charge of your own future. And that starts with one thing, getting a job. Here's a big difference between school and work. At work, no one automatically gives you extra time or reminders. But here's the good news. The ADA law means you can still ask your employer for accommodations that help you do your job. The first step to getting hired is a resume. It's one page that says who you are and what you can do. No work experience yet? That's okay. Volunteer work, school programs, and helping at home, all those things count. Your counselor can help you write it. Next up, the interview. Practice your answers out loud before the big day. Dress neatly, show up early, and bring a copy of your resume. You don't have to share your diagnosis, but if you need an accommodation, you can simply say, I do best with, and written instructions. Can we set that up? Interviews get easier every time you practice. And when all that comes, because it will, you will be ready. In our next video, we'll look at what happens after you get hired. Stay tuned.
Okay, so what happens? Life after high school, what changes? So in the video, I explained that compared to like being at school, you don't have the same support system that you have here. For example, here you have your IEPs, you have your teachers checking in on you. You're responsible at work. Once you start working, you're going to be responsible. You're going to be responsible for managing your own schedule and your own tasks. Also, your work is going to be structured. You're going to have bosses, co-workers, and customers depending on where you work. You're going to earn your own money, which is a big step toward being independent. New challenges also mean new opportunities, and you get to decide your path. How many of you like the idea of making your own money? Yes? Okay. Oh, you already have a job? Where at? What do you do there? Okay, okay. Anyone else? No, you guys still looking for a job? Okay. You're okay, what do you do? Okay. And how do you help your parents? That's great. Okay. Very good. So some of the skills that you're going to need for work is going to be time management, being on time, communicate with the people around you, follow directions. It's good to ask questions where you're not sure about something. Kind of like what we do here in the classroom. If we don't know something, we raise our hand, we ask questions. You can do that at your job as well. You're going to be fixing problems. You might encounter some problems that you have to solve. You have to be reliable. When people ask you to be at a certain time, you want to come at a certain time. Just be on time whenever they ask you. And also advocate for yourself. What I mean by that is that if there is a problem, that you are able to speak up and say that you need something done for you to do your job better. That's what I mean by that. Okay. All right. So here are some of the differences between high school and being at work. So in high school, like I said before, your teacher reminds you of the deadlines. At work, you have to track your own deadlines, your own tasks. At school, you have adults checking in on you. At work, you have to ask for help when you need it. At school, you have an IEP that gives you automatic accommodations. At work, you have to ask for those accommodations. You make requests. At school, you have a fixed schedule every day, but at work, your schedule might change. You know, they might change your hours from time to time. At school, your learning is the main goal. At work, getting results is the main goal. So for example, you're talking about like getting customer orders ready and stuff like that. That's your goal at work. Here at school, your goal is to learn and get grades, right? So you understand the difference?
Teachers and students, please pardon this interruption. This is the on-call for any senior who has not turned in their Chromebook as of yet. All of the applicants have been called, and we have 88 outstanding Chromebooks. Do not make me put an ATV out for you.
So,
You need to come in this library and turn in your Chromebook. We have to go search for Chromebooks that need to be turned in. It will come with additional consequences. Thank you. Have a great day. Good starting way.
all right, so that was a reminder for Chromebooks. Okay, so back at school, you make mistakes, and those mistakes are part of learning. But at work, mistakes happen also, but you handle them professionally. So those things are going to happen no matter where you go, right? Okay. Now, there is a law called the American with Disabilities Act, and that protects you and protects your rights at work. Make sure that you understand those rights, because all employers, no matter where you go, they have to provide you with accommodations. You have the right to ask for help that allows you to do your job. So you make sure that you understand that, okay? Whenever you go to a job and you need additional accommodations to do your job, you have every right to ask for that. For example, some of you might want noise canceling headphones. You might need written instructions. You might need more breaks, or you might need somebody to modify the things that you do. You have a right to ask for those things. Disclosing the type of disability that you have before you're being hired is your choice, meaning that you can decide if you want to tell it or not. But if you need something, like, you can say, I can do better if you provide a chair for me, or I can do better if I take longer breaks, or I work better in a quiet environment. Those things are good to say. You don't have to go and talk about what's wrong with you. You just tell them that you need certain things for you to do your job better, and that's enough. Okay, so how to apply for a job. For those of you who don't have a job yet, this is a part you want to pay attention, because I'm going to show you how to apply for a job. Okay, so the first thing you have to do, and I already have a template here that I'm going to give to your teachers, you have to write a resume. It doesn't have to be complicated, something very simple, where you write your name, your phone number, an email or address, and then you list any experience that you've had before. Even if you've never had a job before, you can talk about what you did here at school. If you volunteered, if you did school jobs, if you did chores at home, if you participated in sports. Didn't you guys just go to the jamboree? Okay, you can talk about that. Okay, well, there you go. That's something that you can add to your resume as well. What you do, the work that you do at the library here. That's a job. You can also talk about your education. Maybe you took a CTE class, like maybe you did, I don't know, carpentry, art, other things besides just your regular classes. And then list your skills. Are you good at drawing? Are you good at organizing? Are you good at, all the things that you're good at? Make sure that you list those too. So those are the things that you want to add on your resume. It's just one page that talks about you. Okay, when you write the resume, focus on your strengths, not your limitations. You don't talk about what you cannot do. You talk about the things that you can do. That's what you want to put on the paper, okay? You write the things you can do. You mention any certifications, programs, any training that you have. You can talk about that. You can talk about your skills. Are you reliable? You're a team player. You pay attention to detail. You follow directions. Those things you want to add in there. And then you can have your teacher, your counselor, or if you go to Stark, somebody at the Stark organization, they'll review it and read it with you. Make sure that it looks good before you send it to your employer, okay? All right. Now, when you go to the job interview, they're going to interview you. They're going to want to talk to you before they give you the job. That's just anybody, okay? We all have to go through that. So you're going to practice answering common questions. Like they're going to ask you, tell me about yourself. What are your strengths? Why did you want this job? Make sure that you dress nice. Like if you were going like church clothes, that would be good. Like wearing church clothes would be good. You want to be there early. You try to make eye contact if you can, make eye contact with the person that you're talking to. And at the end, you can also ask questions about the job because that tells them that you're interested in the job. Okay. So if somebody asks you, tell me about yourself, what would you tell them? What would you say if somebody asked, tell me about yourself? What would be the answer you would give them?
I'm pretty good, organizing, cleaning up by myself. I'm a team player.
Okay. I like that. Anyone else? Anyone else want to share what they're good at? Anybody, you want to share about yourself? Tell us about yourself.
They will just ask me questions like, how would I fit for the job? What am I good at?
Yeah.
Am I good at what I'm doing? And I said, yeah.
Okay. What about you, Mim? You want a job? What would you say when they ask you?
I like to work at CC's.
You want to work at CC's? She already did. What do you do there?
I usually fold boxes.
Okay. Okay, good. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so you think you might go in the summer? Maybe get a summer job? Yeah? Okay. Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. So, again, you don't have to disclose your disability during an interview, but you may choose to disclose if you need a specific accommodations to do your job. For example, like I have a processing, I can understand better written instructions than if you tell them to me. Like I'd rather just read the instructions that you tell me. That's an accommodation. Um, never, don't feel, don't let fear of rejection stop you from from getting a job. The right employer, there are people out there that will value you, meaning that you're important to them. So don't feel that because you have some kind of limitation that people are not going to take you seriously. There are people out there that want you guys. Okay. So what happens after you get hired?
You get the job. Congratulations. First day jitters? That's okay, it's totally normal. Here's what to focus on. Show up on time, write things down if it helps, and ask questions early. In any job, asking questions is always the right move. If you need an accommodation, tell your supervisor or HR as soon as possible. Keep it simple. Say something like, I work better with written instructions, or a quieter workspace helps me focus. You don't have to explain your whole diagnosis. Just say what you need. The biggest thing that makes employees stand out is reliability. Show up on time, finish your tasks, be respectful to everyone. Those 3 things alone will take you a long way, no matter what job you're in. Now, what kind of job is right for you? Food service, retail warehouse, office work, healthcare support, even creative jobs. There are so many options. Lots of these roles have structured tasks, flexible hours, and employers who actually actively want to hire people with disabilities. You have skills, you have rights, and you have people, like your counselors and the organization Stark, ready to help every step of the way. The right job is out there for you. Go get it.
What are the three things that you remember from this video about that was going to keep you in your job forever? You recall? Is that little snippet of video where you see the bottles of soda circulating? Where there were three things I said about the things that employers love about employees. What is it? You remember? Three things. Number one, showing up on time, right? Number two, being finishing your tasks, right? If they ask you to do something, finish it, finish your tasks. And the most important one, respect. Get along with everybody. Yes, ma'am, no, sir, yes, sir. That kind of conversation, yes. I know that there'll be times where you're going to be frustrated. People might upset you. That's right. You can walk away and calm down for a little bit and then come back. That's the best way to not get into an argument. Just walk away. Does anyone have any questions about this? No? No more questions for anyone that is interested? No? Okay. I'm going to leave a quick, I made you guys a resume template, and I'm going to share this with you electronically, but if you want to share with your class. Okay. You can modify this as you see fit. This is for you. Okay, so you can modify it, and it's just a practice for them to learn how to write a resume. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. I just wasn't sure if you needed one, so I made you one. Oh, okay. 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 All right, guys, but that's it for me. I try to keep it short and simple so I wouldn't bore you. So did everybody kind of understand my point with this? Yes. Don't be discouraged. Go out there and find a job. It's good to make your own money, to be independent, not have to rely on other people for stuff. It's good. So you should totally go for it. Okay. No questions? Okay. All right.